A new frontier. Another step closer to victory. But tread carefully. Von List and Cortifex surely sense your arrival.
Knowledge truly.
Use it or lose it, Wiedergeiger.
Remember that page from the Tome of Rituals? I'm locked in a void.
Anything from the trolley?
It may be your key to victory. Win my trust, seedlings, and I'll help you obtain it. Understood?
Is that the Decimator's shield? But I thought it was lost long ago in the dark ether.
I found it in the wilds, Invictor, and brought it here. Examine it, and you will see it lies dormant. Alas, the crystals contaminating this area have locked it in place. 4 crystals must be shattered to release the Decimator, but they are currently unbreakable. There is a way to weaken those crystals, but the Decimator could be dangerous in the wrong hands. And you have yet to prove yourselves worthy.
Continue with your usual duties, my allies. Verkana will come to trust you as I have.
I will find a way, if there is one.
I have seen enough. You are indeed worthy of wielding the Decimator shield. There is a speaking stone near the green fountain. Find it, that we may discuss our next steps.
I suspect a
Hurry,
distraction.
Special Forces. I
Steiner
am
are
anxious
too
to hear
stupid
what
for that.
Verkana has to say.
When I found the Decimator, discarded and forgotten in the wilds of the dark ether, his inner flame had dwindled to an ember. He was once a soldier, cruel and exalted, but Cortifex cursed him, trapping his spirit within his own shield. Finding him in such a wretched state made my heart swell with pity.
Seriously, Volcana, I will never understand this need to, what is it my playthings call it? Ah, yes, to forgive.
Whatever you wish to call it. When I saw these seedlings try and fail to obtain that tome page, I saw an opportunity. A chance for the Decimator to achieve something Sir Axis may be more familiar with.
Let me guess. Redemption.
You are not as hopeless as I once thought, Sir Axis. Thus, I sent the Decimator here to be claimed by these humans. But those crystals are in our way.
I think I know why. Cortifex uses augmentor worms to boost his power. I sensed their corruption in those 4 crystal locks.
Then to weaken those locks, we must purge more augmenters.
Precisely. I shall open a portal and...
Whoa there, Conqueror Guy. I'm actually starting to give a damn how this turns out. Let me take the wheel this time. You up for this, playthings?
Yeah, makes sense to me.
Cortifex's worms are trying to block our access to the dark ether. Clear out the control rooms, and you purge the augmenters. Even in the dark ether, augmenters can be purged.
Serax. I have known against this one
But only if it gets results.
access, I need those augmentors.
This isn't about you, Cortefax. It's more about whom you've screwed over.
So you're after a decimator, are you? Such stories
Sounds like Cortefax figured us out.
Things don't keep getting worse for you. Eh, Von List?
That's the last of them.
It worked. The crystals locking the shield have cracked.
Let's free the Decimator. See if he's still the jackass he used to be.
Now here's this. The barrier spell of Cortefax is strengthening. Nauticus will show you the source.
augmentors.
You see? Without the augmenters to empower them, the crystal locks have cracked.
Break them completely. Shield.
Yeah, about this
Well done. But it seems the shield remains.
Dormant, Professor.
His spark of life is barely detectable to me. Fanning it to a flame will take further heroics from our seedling friends.
Find the speaking stone near the yellow fountain. I will hear what Verkana has in mind. Is that clear, soldiers?
I will get it done, one way or another.
Well, Verkana, how do you think we can wake up the Decimator?
Cortefax has revived an ancient blood rite to increase his powers. His puppets sacrifice themselves to powers that collect their... Once they drink their fill, the cores open rifts, unleashing more revenants than they consumed.
Yes, we've all seen it. Get to the point. Eddie's destroyer. I think I see where this is going.
Anything from
There
the
is a
trolley?
strong exchange of life energy in such a process. And Verkana commands life energy.
That's right, Belikar. We must find Cortefax's siphon cores and turn that blood rite to suit our purposes.
You guys done flapping your gums? Let's give the Decimator an eye-opening experience. What do you say?
Now is as good a time as any. Seedlings, are you ready?
The work continues.
Good.
Disrupt their ceremony, and all that power flows to the Decimator.
You will regret singling yourself out.
Is that the Decimator shield? I see what you're up to, Verkana. It won't work. Zavala the Deceiver is out to teach you something the Decimator learned a long time ago. Never cross Lord Cortefax. Revenants! Start the blood rite!
See that, seedlings? A poisonous wound just begging to be... You've won more than a battle. You've restored the Decimator.
craft here. If you survived, then what of the shield?
The Decimator is almost restored. We return for his awakening.
Help Bellica send a distress call.
What? What is happening? Can it be? Am I returned to the waking world? The Decimator lives again! Whoever you are, I am in your debt. I pledge my unyielding fealty and my thunderous wrath. For surely you are aligned against dread court effects. He who cursed me, Decimator, will aid your quest. Let us go to battle!
And now we have yet another ally in our lonely little war.
Equip yourselves with the Decimator, my pupils. After all, we got it for a reason. Now you are finally ready to retrieve the tome page we saw encased in that glass. Verkana, I assume the Decimator can sever void energy anchors.
He can now, but let's chat strategy before the seedlings jump back into what was an unwinnable battle. Will you go to the Speaking Stone near the Blue Fountain, little humans? When last you attempted to take that spellbook page, you were thwarted by the void magic that protects it.
Indeed. The power of that spell is one reason we are convinced that the tome page contains a secret to separating Portifex from his human host.
Well, the Decimator now has the power to blast through the energy anchors, empowering that spell.
But the portal we used to reach that place is back in that frozen city. Must we return there? And be trapped by the containment spell once more?
Forget that. Come on, Verkana. You've got the juice. Open up a portal.
I will. The only question is if our seedling soldiers are ready to do this.
If it needs to be done, it needs to be done.
That portal. To me, it reeks of death.
This feels different than the other portals. Like a blind spot. A void.
I recognize that shield. Do not expect it to save you.
The Decimator is cracking the void!
Bonus points.
Victory never comes cheap.
Victor does not smart. I hope that's not all of you. You dare to override
Wins the day.
it? Try, die. Never learn. Anything is the truth.
They cracked your magic wall, Portifex. How is that possible?
Outstanding, mortals. We made quite a team.
The tome page is important, but your survival, is the real prize. That grand containment spell all around us?
Professor, I am sharing a page from the Tome of Rituals that we just collected.
Never pass up something I can use.
Yes. Yes, I see it, Bellica. It appears to be what we were hoping for. There may well be a method here to sever the link between
Give me a
Von List
salad
and
fork and I will
Cortifex.
still make them
So,
breathe.
what does that mean for the rest of us?
Bash their skulls!
Unless
Then
possess
drink
such knowledge,
from
why
the
do you
stones!
not use it against us?
He is not as well versed in rune magic as our good professor.
The better question is, why did Cortifex not deploy that spell to stop us?
These are mysteries that must wait for now. I need time to truly grasp what is on this page.
Then we fight on. But if nothing else, today erased any doubts I had about joining your seedling resistance. I have found my new clan. Let us crush all tyrants and restore our lands together.